Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today I wanted to just quickly show you guys how to actually get Edencom skill books, like the support skills ones, not the specialization ones, but the support skills, like for example the ones that affect the damage, the ones that affect your range, your damage application, etc. Because I thought before that you actually had to buy these from the store, like, you know, because I thought you had to get them from loyalty point stores, and I thought there was also supply from those, you know, those, what do you call them, the research sites that existed a few months ago. But that's actually not the case. But you can see here, if we go into like Vorton something, if we go into skills, like say the arc guidance 5 bill, extension 1.5 bill. Now I'm not talking about specialization, but amplification 1.2 bill. It's like, what the heck, how am I ever going to be able to use Edencom ships? And then also remember a while back then the Edencom cruiser and Edencom frigate was given in daily reward, but we never got the Edencom battleship though. So if you want to get a Edencom battleship, like if you want to go into the store, is like, look here, oh, 2 bill. And if we go in, let's see, show a table. Sometimes people are even buying this actually, but you can actually get this all for a quote-unquote reasonable price, and that is by simply going into your skills tab. So what you have to do is you buy them remotely. I don't know why. I don't know if you can buy them somewhere from some market, but apparently I've not seen any big notification about this, because otherwise I'm pretty sure it would be quite obvious. But you can actually just go into Spaceship Command, and then you can go here like Edencom. And you can go into Edencom Battleship, and you'll actually be able to buy it. So I'll just show you an example of a skill I don't have. So for example, Armada Dreadnought. So you can see how you could just buy the skill Armada Dreadnought for 195 million. You can also do that for Edencom Battleship. I think it's about 70 mil and 50 mil for each support skill, something like that. But 50 mil is a lot more. Like reasonable than this 1 bill we're seeing right here. So do not buy them from the market, buy them directly here in the skill. I don't know why it's like this. I've seen any notification by CCP that they've been released here, but you can buy them here in the like, as if I was like when I was buying that Armada Dreadnought. You just hover over the skill and then just click buy here. It'll give you a price here. You won't get the skill book, but you'll just get the skill directly injected into you. So that's how you can get those new Edencom skill books. And I actually also wanted to talk to you guys about something else that's happened that I'm a bit sad about, and that is that emerging conduits are gone. Emerging conduits unfortunately have gone, and I'm a bit not so happy about this, because the thing is, emerging conduits, they were a good source of ISK for just, you know, in high sec, you could just do a little few emerging conduits, get a bit of ISK like that. It was nice, and it was quite like a relaxing activity, not so stressful, but it also required pretty good ship to run. So all in all, I thought it was a pretty good activity to do. It was also pretty easy to access, because you can just find emerging conduits everywhere in these Edencom minor victory systems. The only problem is, right now what has happened is that they've been removed from Edencom minor victory systems. So okay, I said it wrong. I meant emerging conduits still exist, but they've been removed from Edencom minor victory systems, and that's really bad, because or at least bad for someone who wants to farm them in relative ease. Because the thing is, emerging conduits, the thing that's good about them is that they were able to be done in Edencom minor victories, and if you are fighting Triglavians, you will get bad standings with the Triglavians, obviously. And the problem with that is that now you can find emerging conduits in Triglavian minor victory systems, but the problem is, in Triglavian minor victory systems, you can often find these massive fleets of Triglavian ships, and that's a big problem, because if you are enemies to Triglavians and you come across these massive fleets, they will vaporize you, they will destroy you. They often camp gates, so this means just even entering the system is a big problem. And I'm not 100% sure if this still happens, but it definitely used to happen in minor conduits. It's like a big brother of the emerging conduit. What would happen is that these fleets of Triglavians would warp into you during your farming of the site. But I'm not sure if that still happens with the emerging conduits, but I definitely do know that there are big massive fleets of Triglavians that camp gates of Triglavian minor victory systems, and if you are enemies to the Triglavians, they will kill you, and they will kill you hard. And it's very different. And I'm not talking, you can come here with your 1k plus HP per second Rattlesnake, they don't care. They're like my whole overview will be filled with Triglavian forces because there'll be that many, and they'll just annihilate you. They'll nuke you out. They'll kill you. The Myris Rattlesnake is really it's got a pretty good capacitor. At one point I even had one that has even better capacitor. This has only got 10 gigajoules per second. I had once one Rattlesnake that had, I think it was like 50 or 60 gigajoules per second plus. That was really good capacitor, and I actually managed to last for like a good 2 minutes, but they still managed to nuke me out because they're just that good. I had even like double or triple cap battery, so that just tells you how powerful they are, and their DPS was even able to kill me as well. It was because the thing is, how the Triglavians ramp up, their DPS can become pretty high. So this is a bit annoying because now the emerging conduits do not exist in the Edencom minor victory system. So now if I want to do emerging conduits, I would have to go to Triglavian minor victory systems, and that's the problem because there's always a risk for these Triglavian fleets to just wreck me. And honestly, what most people who fly these ships capable of doing emerging conduits, they often go at least a few hundred million. This one right here is going for just under 1 bill, and I do not want to risk using 1 bill to go into a Triglavian minor victory system just to do a couple of emerging conduits. I really don't want to, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe even these big fleets of Triglavian ships could just warp in on me at any time, because I've seen them do that before in the old mining conduits that existed. Now, I was actually thinking that maybe an alternative could be that I go in like a sneaky ship. So this is also very fitting since I'm in a battleship, so I can put it in my frigate escape bay. So what I could do is I could warp one jump out from the Triglavian minor victory system, and then I could be in this ship, this like sneaky, very fast, speedy, maybe even cloaking capable. I'm not sure if you can put a cloaking capable ship in the frigate escape bay, or covert ops cloaking capable, but maybe. But the point is, if I were to have some very sneaky, very fast ship that is able to evade these gate camps by Triglavians, then I could have in this frigate escape bay, dock one jump out from the Triglavian minor victory system and just scout the gate. And if there's nothing in the gate, maybe I could bring in a Rattlesnake. But then I do not know if they do have these roaming fleets that warp in, because I know that is a thing. Triglavian roaming fleets is a thing, but I don't know if it's changed, because stuff is changing all the time with these invasion things, all the time. Now, another thing that I think that is also very annoying with it's harder to do emerging conduits is that there was a particular item that I really want, and that is to get the specialization skill books. If we go here, specialization, and go into, I'm now using an S. British people use S in specialization, but this is American here. So if we go into Vorton specialization, you know these ones that cost a lot? The reason these guys cost a lot is not because the skill book in itself can't be found. It's because an item used to make the skill book is very rare, extremely rare, and that is the Triglavian holographic transcriber right here. Now the thing is, one of these Triglavian holographic transcribers goes for Ingita. So we're in the Dodixia region, the Synclacian region, so the prices are not exactly how they are in Ingita, but they would usually go for about 130 mil yesterday. Maybe they've changed a tiny bit now, but 130 mil, okay? For the small Vorton specialization skill book, you need 5 of these. 5 times 130, it's going to be quite a lot. I can't remember, I can't do that in the head, but you need 10 for, that's 650 mil, I think, and then you need 10 for the medium Vorton specialization skill book, and you need 15 for the large Vorton specialization skill book. This is like, we're talking more than a bill here for the like large tier specialization skill book, and this is a big, like, really annoying, because remember how you guys who run Abyssites will know that the precursor or disintegrator specialization skill books, if we go here, disintegrator specialization skill books, they used to go for a lot. About a year from now, like last year, so about the autumn of 2019, large disintegrator specialization went for about 700 mil, medium went for about 500 mil, and small went for about like 300-400 mil, something like that. And that was seen as like, oh, that's a lot. But now you've got here Vorton specialization for like double the price, and it's just, I don't understand. I really find this annoying because it's just, you want to just use those Tech 2 weapons. I want to just use my Tech 2 weapons. No, I want to use my Tech 2 weapons. And it's not, I'm not like, I have to still train a bunch of skills to get this, and then I have to on top of that spend like a whole bill. And the Edencom ammo is also not particularly cheap either, so that makes it even more annoying. I really want to be able to use Edencom ships right now because they've been buffed recently, so they actually are quite good in certain PvE activities. That's something I would really want to get into, and it's a bit frustrating right now. I really hope what CCP does is increases the drop rates of these Triglavian holographic transcribers, because I forgot to tell you, the way you get these is from invasion content. So you can get it from the emerging conduits. That is why I'm a bit annoyed about the emerging conduits being removed from Edencom minor victories, because you can get them from those 2 ships that can spawn in emerging conduits. You can get it from the Hospodars, and you can get it from the Zorias. The Hospodar type ships and the Zorias type ships. Those ships you can get from. And even then, it's a very tiny chance that these can drop. Now, you have them being removed from Edencom minor victories. It's going to be even harder to get them, and I can imagine the price of this item will go up quite a bit, unless they're being mega farmed somehow in the Triglavian minor victory systems. But overall, I really wanted to just talk to you guys how I feel right now and what I'm up to in EVE, and also how to get those Vorton support skills, because I'm a bit frustrated right now. I want to be able to fly the Edencom ships somewhat decently. I want to be able to use them. I think they're cool looking ships, and also they're pretty strong. Like, they've been buffed and they work actually pretty well in PvE activities, and that's what I do a lot. And it would be nice to be able to fly them, or at least the Tech 2 variants of the weapons, but it's very, very expensive. Very expensive. And it's a bit annoying. If you guys know any way to get the specialization skill books, or any way to get those Triglavian holographic transcribers quite easily, please let me know, because I would appreciate that a lot. Anyway, that's it for this little video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.